Hey everyone, welcome to the July episode of the Homebuyer Workshop. I had a lot of buyers and sellers submit questions to me for today's episode. I took some notes so that I wouldn't forget them. So let's dive right in. The first question I was asked is, why are buyers not moving forward with purchases at the moment? And the number one reason is because of all of the extra money they're going to have to dump into a home just to fix it. So they're already stretching themselves thin with their mortgage payments. And given that the rates are what they've been and they don't seem to be coming down, that big monthly number doesn't leave them a lot of money left over to make major repairs to rotting siding, to rotting trim work, to windows that won't open and close properly or open at all, to the rotting chimney, to the HVAC that's not working and on its last leg, to the roof that, even though it's just a little older than 10 years and has a lot of life in it, the insurance company won't cover, or because there are polybutylene pipes and they may have to replace that piping. All of this together is a huge expense that buyers cannot afford after their monthly payment. That's it. They just can't afford it. And the unfortunate thing is that some of the sellers can't afford to do that work either. And so these houses are just sitting. The only thing that we're hoping is that the sellers reduce the price enough for you to have a lot of equity in that house compared to the rest of the neighborhood and be able to then do those repairs down the road. I get it. It's a lot of money to cover all of that. You don't have it in your pocket right now. The only way that we're hoping will work for you is that much lower purchase price, having a lot of equity, being able to draw on it to do the repairs as needed. There you have it. Now, the other negotiation that you can try that buyers have asked me about, sellers are confused as heck about, is lowering that price. Let's say 20,000. Okay. So let's say you negotiate 20,000 off the purchase price of the house, but you need money for closing costs. Wouldn't that be helpful? So then you've lowered it to 20, and then you ask the buyer to please artificially inflate it back up another 10 and give that 10 back to you in closing costs. It's a way, a tactic to help you get your closing costs covered right up front. So yeah, you're already strapped for a lot of money. We just said that. So get the price lower to where you want, inflate it a little, and get them to give that back to you in credits at closing to help cover your closing costs. And that brings up another point. So if these sellers are giving you concessions up front, such as that one, or they've already reduced the price quite a bit, they see that as a concession, or you already agreed to a repair up front before inspections are even done, they will be less likely in many cases to give you any type of concessions after your inspection is done. So in their minds, they've already reduced the price $20,000. They've already given you money back in your closing costs. They've already done all this stuff. Why, in their minds, should they give you extra money towards the repairs? They do not see these as separate opportunities. They see it as one thing. Hey, I took 20,000 off the price of my house. Use that to make the repairs instead of me giving you additional money. Now, that can be true. And you, as the buyer in North Carolina, always have the opportunity to walk away at any time. Keep in mind, though, you lose your due diligence fee. Hopefully, it's within the due diligence period. You can get your earnest money back. And you've already lost what you've spent in your inspections, your appraisal, and everything else. So walking away could also be cost prohibitive for some of the buyers. So we're there again, right? They have already said to you, we're giving you this much up front. You're asking for extra after the inspections, and it's just not happening. Buyers are just being left without any extra negotiations coming their way. So yeah, buyers are not moving forward because of how much money they are going to have to invest in repairing homes. Hopefully, once they are seeing those prices come down, that is their absolute key to go in and negotiate even more. But when you do negotiate the money down, you may not be getting anything more from the seller after the inspections are done. And can we try and negotiate some of your credits for closing upfront? Absolutely. It's not always going to be a win-win for everybody, but that's a lot of what I'm hearing right now out there in the market. So it's not an easy market at the moment for sellers. It's a little easier for buyers, but not if the houses are in disrepair. Now, what I would love for you to do is watch this video next, because I talked about the due diligence and the earnest money, and so many are still confused about that, and this video will explain it. If you have questions, please submit them to me for future home buyer and seller workshops. I will be sure to answer them right here in live real-time data of what's happening in the market. And I thank you so much for watching. Share this with somebody who you think would benefit from being able to watch these home buyer workshops. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.